Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about carrot seed from Appalachian Valley, natural products, and Anatolian treasures. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about AVAT, the company, and then I'm going to talk about the product itself. I'm going to give you some basic information about it, tell you what you can use it for, and then give you my opinion of it. My name's Sharon, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe below and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. Okay, so let's get started. The full name is Appalachian Valley Natural Products Anatolian Treasure. It's a very long name. I call it AVAT, A-V-A-T. I've also heard it referred to as AVNP. Now, to further complicate the matter, there's another website called Ancient Healing Oils, and they appear to be copycats off of each other. Now, the story behind it is kind of interesting. Now, AVAT used to be wholesale only. It was not open to the public, and it was run by a man called Butch Owens. Ancient Healing Oil was run by a man, or is still run by a man called John Krosky. And now what happened is Butch decided to retire and he offered the company to John. What John did is when he purchased the company, he kept both of the companies and both the websites. They had both been around for a while and they had good reputation. So he just decided to keep it the way it was. He did make some changes. Now he does still have wholesale prices, however it's open to the public. I don't have a business. I simply use essential oils on myself and my family, and I can purchase from them. You do not need an account in order to buy from him. You can simply go there and check out as a guest. Now, the thing is, if you do have an account, you don't get reward points. Like a lot of websites out there, they give you reward points. They don't do that, but they do offer you more options. So, for example, if I just go to the website, I'm not logged in, I'm going to be able to purchase products. I'm going to be able to buy sample sizes. This is 3/10 of a milliliter. I also have, they'll have 5 milliliters available, 10 milliliters, and 20 milliliters. So I will be able to purchase all of these products. I can also buy the carrier oils. They say this is 1 milliliter. I feel like it's more. One of these days I'm going to measure it. It looks like 2 milliliters to me. But if you log in, then you can get more sizes. So for the oils, the essential oils, for example, you're going to get ounce sizes, 1, 2, 4, 10, and so on. The downside to buying ounce sizes is that they do not have this in here. They do not have a Euro dropper. And I know you can purchase some separately if you want, but it's not included. Now, the way I use essential oils is diffusion. I mainly diffuse it. I don't really use them topically. If you are diffusing your oils, make sure you're doing intermittent diffusing. That means on and off again. Mine's 10 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Definitely not ideal. That's the only option it has. It was a generic one. It's better if you can go like 10 minutes or 30 minutes on, then turn it off for a while, like 10 minutes or 30 minutes, or just keep it off. You don't have to be diffusing essential oils all the time. So if you do that, make sure you guys are well aware they're not going to have any ounce or any Euro droppers in there. I totally forgot. I bought spearmint. So I looked at the website. I'm cheap. I was like, I can get a 1 ounce size for a few pennies less than a 20 milliliter size. So I'm going to do that. That was the only 1 ounce bottle I had. The only bottle I ever had without a Euro dropper. Their samples do not have Euro droppers, but I'm going to show you what they look like. The hole or the opening is pretty small, so it's not just going to dump out. It's only 3/10 of a milliliter as well. I opened the spearmint. I forgot that I didn't have a Euro dropper. I ended up dumping a whole bunch of the essential oil into my diffuser. I now hate spearmint. I have a negative connotation of it. My entire house smelled like toothpaste. I wasn't that upset about the price because it is extremely affordable. It was just, it just seemed like a waste of oil to me. I'm going to talk a little bit about the prices now. So it is a wholesale company, and the prices are almost too good to be true, I'll be honest with you. I found out about this company through a Facebook group. It's called Real Aromatherapy Reviews and More 2.0. It's a great Facebook group. They've got people who have been using essential oils for probably about as long as I have been alive, or people who are, experts in their field. There are people who make their own products and things like that, and they're also not brand specific. So a lot of a lot of Facebook groups out there do focus on 1 or 2 brands, and they don't do that. These are reviews for consumers by consumers. So it's not, if you have a financial interest in a stake in your company or whatever, you can't review your own products. Okay, that's just not allowed. So Their prices are very, very affordable. So for example, this is lemongrass. This is 20 milliliters. I think I paid about $5 or $6 for it. So super, super affordable. Almost to the point of it being too good to be true. Their sample sizes, most of them, 0.3 of a milliliter. They say this is 1 milliliter. I feel like it's more. These were both 75 cents. They do have more expensive essential oils, and you're going to pay more. Like for example, for the, the heliochrysum that I have, the heliochrysum was $1.40. Their rose and things like that are going to be more expensive. I've seen as much as like $5 or $6 per 0.3 of a milliliter sample. However, it's a great way to try the essential oils before you purchase them. There is another company out there that I've seen that has similar prices. It's called Botanicals. I recommend you guys check them out. They have 1 milliliter for $2. So if you do the math, like I have, because I'm cheap, I can purchase 3 samples from AVAT, average samples, for 75 cents each. So that's a total of $2.25 for AVAT. And I can purchase 1 sample from Eden's Botanicals for $2. So Eden's Botanicals, definitely milliliter per milliliter, is cheaper. However, I can have a wider variety with AVAT. Another thing that I take into account is shipping. With AVAT, if you have $35 or more and you're within the continental US, you're going to get free shipping. So that's pretty awesome. And you also get 3 free samples for the 75-cent variety for free with each order. With Eden's Botanicals, you have to purchase $49 or more in order to get free shipping. And I am going to be purchasing from Eden's Botanicals one of these days. I really have to work through what I have. I think it's important to purchase from a variety of companies unless you're using essential oils, like maybe one or two kinds. I know Eden Botanicals has a few essential oils that AVAT does not have. Going along with the shipping, if you live outside the continental US, AVAT has something called shared international shipping. Now, I have no direct experience using this. I've only heard about it. So what they do is they'll give you a shipping quote, and you can decide whether or not to go through with that, and then you guys share the shipping somehow. Obviously, that's not going to include any customs or duty fees or whatever you have on your end when you get that cleared through customs. So that's something to keep in mind. They do have a handful of sales a year. Right now, they're running a sale. They seem to have sales every few months. If you sign up for their newsletter, you can find out about it. They are not that active on social media at all. So they have Facebook and Instagram. And from what I can understand, AVAT is run by John and his wife. They are, or at least John is older. I believe he's in his mid-60s, so he's nearing retirement. And they're just not that active. Their website is also super, super basic. So if you compare it to, for example, Eden's Garden and Plant Therapy, and both of those companies, I believe, are actively seeking customers or new clients. They're trying to bring them in. I don't feel like AVAT is like that. They're happy with the customer base they have. They've been around for a while. People find out about them like I did through word of mouth. And like I said, the two things that kind of were red flags to me had I not known what I do know about AVAT is that their prices are so incredibly low and their website is very basic. On their, for example, their essential oils, they're going to give you basic information. They're going to be telling you the COA, which is the country of origin. Where did that essential oil come from? They're also going to give you any certifications, such as wildcrafted or organic. And it seems like most of their essential oils are one of those, wildcrafted or organic. And they're also going to tell you how it was distilled, for example, steam distilled or cold pressed. Other than that, and you will have the GCMS test results available. So if you can read the GCMS test results, you can open those up and take a look. Those are for their single essential oils. Their blends, they don't always declare what is in it. And if they do, they just give you the vernacular name. They're not going to give you the Latin name. So I know that some people, myself included, I am a great fan of AVAT. I'm kind of wary about their blends because I'm not exactly sure what's in them. Now, other than those 3 things, so the country of origin, how it's distilled, and any certifications, as well as the GCMS test results, it's hit or miss what you're going to get. You're not going to get flowery language about the scent, what it smells like, or what you can use it for. They do have some safety information on there when it's very important. For example, wintergreen, they advise you to not purchase wintergreen, and I believe birch is another one, unless you know what you're doing. And it's one of those that's pretty controversial. I know a lot of aromatherapists do caution the use of those essential oils, and some of them, especially the MLMs, which I don't really trust that much, say essential oils are safe for everyone. I've seen a couple other ones that say not safe if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. They don't have any information about children, whether it's safe for kids. So you guys really have to do your own research. I have below a blog post about safety information. I am not an aromatherapist. I'm not studying to be one. I'm just your average consumer. I am researching what's good for myself and my family. I have compiled a blog post with links to people who are experts in their field, whether it's for example, animal aromatherapy, or how to use it with children, how to dilute it, dilution calculators. And I suggest you look at those. And you're going to find, even among the experts, while they may agree on some things, they also disagree on other things. So please do your own research and use the essential oils safely. Another thing that's great about AVAT, sorry, I have to write all this down, is that they're very eco-friendly. They're located in a small town, very, very small town. They get their boxes from the local high school, so I think that's cool. They're either upcycling, recycling, whatever you want to call it. They're using those boxes and packaging your products and sending them to you in those boxes. So I do like that. So that is a little bit about the company. I want to tell you guys about carrot seed. So this is the carrot seed. Like I said, it's 0.3 of a milliliter. This is 75 cents. You cannot see exactly where it is. They do put the labels all the way around. And you can see another way they're saving money. Their labels are super basic. This is the old version. I know they changed the logo a little bit, but it's got very basic information on here. They have the regular name, the Latin name, and they have the contact information. They don't even have the country of origin on the samples. It's at the bottom of the label, so that's 0.3 of a milliliter. I do believe this is about 2 milliliters, which I said is probably about the same size as the carrier oil sample. Now, this particular carrot seed comes from France. It is steam distilled and organic, so all of this in the GCMS test results is available on their website. Carrot seed is perhaps best known as being used topically. Now, if you are going to be using essential oils topically, you need to dilute them. Please do not believe anybody who has a financial stake or financial interest in you purchasing their essential oils. They are invested in making money. You need to dilute your essential oils, and I have dilution information below, as well as the dilution calculator as how much you should be diluting your essential oils. So it's known for skin, any skin blemishes such as scars, acne, or wrinkles, things like that. Another thing that you have to be careful of, and again, this is in my safety information below, is sensitization. If you are using an essential oil, using topically or diffusing an essential oil for a while, you have to be careful because you're going to build up an immunity. Now, how long a while is going to depend. Some people say like a week or two. I, for example, prefer to switch up the oils that I am diffusing every few days. I do not want to get an immunity or tolerance to the oil, because what's going to happen at the low end of the spectrum, you're going to have, it's just not going to work for you. And the other end, you can have reactions. So this is one reason I'm wary about using beauty products or skincare products that have essential oils in them, because you're applying them every single day. You can develop sensitization, and I do have links, and you guys can read more about that. Now, in addition to using topically, it also has some other properties if you're using it for diffusion. So it can help with any breathing that you have, or stressful or anxiety situation. It can also help with digestion. And these oils are meant to be used topically or through diffusion. They are not meant to be taken internally unless you're under the care of a certified clinical aromatherapist. Now, I know MLMs are going to tell you that only pure oils can be taken internally. That is just so wrong. I don't even know where to begin with. That's like saying, this poison ivy or this arsenic is okay because it's pure, it's from this brand. That's not true. You also have to be careful with essential oils because they're not safe for everyone. In particular, carrot seed is not safe if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. It's also not safe for young children, and you can look up this information. There are certain groups of people, I just mentioned a handful of them, so if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you need to be careful about certain essential oils. If you have children, in particular infants, you do have to be very careful. If you're on any type of medication or have a pre-existing medical condition, for example, blood pressure medicine, some essential oils, now these are whether they're pure, 100% undiluted, therapeutic grade, whatever trademarked words you want to use, they are still have the ability to interact with your medicine, and they can do this in two different ways. The first way is they can cancel out your medication. Now, if you're on medication, you're on it for a reason. You don't want to be canceled. Another reason is it can compound the effect of the medication, which is basically upping the dosage of your medication. If you have pets as well, particularly birds, but also cats and dogs, tea tree oil, for example, is toxic to dogs. I don't care if it's from the purest of the pure MLM out there, it can be toxic to dogs. Now, just because you've used it around your dog doesn't make it an absolute truth for everybody. And I'm going to link, you guys have the information, the safety information. Take it from people who research this, not from people who are financially vested in making a profit from you. So that's what you can use it for. Now, let's talk a little bit about the smell. Carrot seed is one of those that I have found a lot of people don't like. And I find that I don't like a lot of scents of essential oils. I kind of like the smell of carrot seed. It smells earthy to me, like wet earth after the rain. And I know a lot of people don't like the scent of it. It doesn't smell like patchouli to me at all, like a lot of those earthy scents. I can definitely get past the scent of it. I probably wouldn't diffuse it, but I wouldn't mind, diffuse it all the time. But I could diffuse it every once in a while. I feel that it's very, very grounding. So I like it. I purchased this to make my own like serums and things like that, because I am trying to get away from ready-made skincare products, because I don't know the dilution rates, and also I just don't feel like it's good, because you don't know how much of anything is in there. Like, it's usually proprietary information. So I told you guys a little bit about AVAT the company. I gave you some of the uses, some basic information about this particular one, the uses, and I told you my opinion of it. Now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you've ever even heard of AVAT. I know they don't show up in Google searches at all. If you look at the website, it does kind of look sketchy. I do attribute it to the fact that they've just been around for a while, and the owner is older, so I don't think he's relying that much on social media as younger people, or even people my age. I'm like middle age. And if you've ever purchased anything from AVAT, let me know what you purchased and what you thought of it. I love hearing from you guys. Make sure you leave a comment below. Please like this video and give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. I will see you guys later. Bye!